Today we are taking you back to the 1940s at the Henry B. Tippie National Aviation Education Center. So there's a lot to see here, but this room in particular caught my attention because you can come in here with a group and kind of immerse yourself for a couple hours and find out what it was really like to live in a World War II era. And we had to bring in Nathan just to really give more perspective about that room I was just talking about. So explain what that experience is like.
Yeah, so we call it the Homefront experience, and it's this simulation in which we place the participants in the role of a character from 1943 and the lessons they learn from it: financial literacy, history, patriotism, civic duty. It's a 2.5-hour experience and has proven to be our most popular offering.
Now I can see why. Now, when I stepped into this building, my jaw hit the floor. I had no idea the wonder that was around us. Talk about this room that we're in right now.
So we're in our exhibit gallery called the Arsenal of Democracy, and we tell 5 specific stories that are relevant to the families and the students that visit our facility. We tell about the Tuskegee Airmen, about the women Air Force service pilots. We talk about Rosie the Riveter, about Texas' contribution to the war, and all the oil and minerals that went into our production during World War II.
I automatically assumed that the aircraft around here were grounded permanently. You have educated me to the contrary.
Yeah, so the airplanes that we have here, you'll see them in the winter in varying states of maintenance, but all of our aircraft are designed to fly. They're World War II vintage aircraft, and twice a year we invite the community to come out and watch them fly, and maybe even take a ride up in those aircraft to get that feeling like they're in the 1940s.
I couldn't help but notice when we stepped inside that there were actually some students working on, it looked like an airplane in here.
Yeah, we have high school seniors from an aviation program at Dubisky High School in Grand Prairie, and there are interns for us, and their project is to rebuild a 1946 J-3 Cub aircraft. It's a multi-year project, but it's student-led, student-driven, requires a lot of teamwork, problem solving, and communication.
Now we've stepped inside the hangar, and all of these aircraft are owned by the Commemorative Air Force. Kevin has been educating us on everything in here. Now listen, there's an interesting component here because there is sort of a famous aircraft behind us. Talk about it.
This is Fifi.
Okay.
She's the world's most famous B-29.
Okay, I love it.
She's one of only 2 that still flies. I fly on her myself in the summer when we go on tour.
Oh, wow.
She has quite the following. Whenever you talk about Fifi, people know exactly who you're talking about.
You have had the unique experience of not only being, from this rich veteran family, but also speaking to people as they come in. What's the response usually?
It's interesting because every day we have people come in, and many times they are the children of veterans, and they bring a memento that their father may have used during the war, or it may be veterans themselves. When we're out on tour, we quite often will have veterans, men who are in their 90s, who will climb aboard the aircraft, we'll fly them, their families are there, and the stories that these men tell are stories that even their families haven't heard.
For people who want to come in and experience this themselves, talk about where they can find you, how all of this works in terms of coming in.
So we're at the Henry B. Tippie National Aviation Education Center. We're located in South Dallas, just off of Highway 67, Dallas Executive Airport, and you're welcome to come Tuesday through Saturday. We can arrange a field trip for homeschool groups, public school groups, or even large groups.
Yeah, and I remember y'all saying that 4th grade and up is kind of the ideal age for that.
Okay. That's correct.
Kevin, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
It's really, really fascinating. You've got to take some time and come out here. I mean, it's right here in our own backyard. We will put all the information on our website, cw33.com.